The studio lights were brighter than usual that night, but the mood behind the curtain felt strangely heavy. The audience buzzed with excitement, unaware that the man about to step onto the stage carried something far heavier than his legendary screen presence. When John Wayne walked onto The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, the applause was thunderous. To the world, he was still the Duke, tall, confident, untouchable. But as he settled into the chair across from Johnny Carson, there was something different in his eyes, a softness, a fatigue. Carson, ever the master of charm, greeted him with warmth and humor. The crowd laughed, the band played lightly, and for a moment, everything seemed exactly as it always had. Wayne delivered his familiar wit, his gravelly voice filling the room, yet beneath every smile was an invisible shadow. As the conversation drifted from films to life, Carson gently asked a question that felt simple but carried weight. After all these years, all these roles, what's the hardest part of being John Wayne? The audience expected a joke. They always did. Wayne paused. It was not the pause of a performer timing a punchline. It was the pause of a man choosing honesty over image, the kind of silence that makes a room forget how to breathe. The hardest part, he finally said, his voice quieter than anyone had ever heard it, is realizing that the man people cheer for isn't the man who goes home at night. The laughter vanished. Even Carson leaned forward, sensing the shift. Wayne spoke not like a star, but like an aging man reflecting on a life spent larger than life. He talked about long months on set, missed birthdays, relationships strained by distance, and the strange loneliness of fame, being recognized everywhere, yet rarely known. You spend your whole life becoming someone the world admires, he said, and one day you wonder if you forgot to become someone your family needed. The audience sat still, caught between admiration and heartbreak. Carson, known for his quick humor, didn't interrupt. He let the moment live. Wayne's eyes wandered across the studio, not scanning fans, but almost as if searching for something lost in time. People think success is applause, he continued. But applause fades. What stays are the quiet moments you can't replay and the people you can't get back. For a man who had played invincible heroes, the vulnerability was startling. This was not the fearless cowboy or war hero. This was a human being confronting the cost of greatness. Carson softly asked, "Would you change it?" Another pause, another truth. "I don't know if I could," Wayne admitted. "But I wish someone had told me sooner. Being remembered by the world means very little if you're forgotten at your own dinner table." There was no sadness in his tone, only a weary clarity, the kind earned through decades of triumph and regret. The segment ended not with roaring laughter, but with something rarer, a standing ovation born from respect rather than entertainment. The audience wasn't applauding a legend. They were honoring a confession. As Wayne shook Carson's hand and walked off stage, the cameras captured the familiar silhouette, strong, proud, iconic. But those who watched closely saw something else. A man who had conquered Hollywood, yet understood too late that life's most important victories are never measured in fame, wealth, or status, but in time, presence, and love. And long after the laughter of that night faded into television history, one quiet lesson remained. Even the strongest heroes carry regrets. Even legends feel loss. And no success can replace the moments we fail to give the people who matter most.